So we had. I think we were really feeling quite hopeful for it. I don't know whether I'm misremembering it, but we were anyway.
No, you're not.
And we thought, let's do a big holiday. We wanted to go and see the Northern Lights. We went and they said, look, why don't you go to Canada? You could do all this other stuff as well. So we went to Canada for, I think it was 10 days in total. Went to see your family, and you're right, we went to the Yukon, which by the way is beautiful. Everyone should go there. And then we went to, and then we came back for like a week or so, and then we packed our bags and we went to India. Okay. And we spent a week, and I said to my mum and your mum and dad, we're seeing no one.
Yeah.
We're staying at Harmandir Sahib in a hotel.
Okay.
And we're just staying there for, how long did we stay there? A week? 6 days?
A week. We did a week there.
And we just did a week of Seva, pure Seva.
So every day, Harmandir Sahib.
Every day, Seva. Yeah. Every day we'd wake up, we'd do Bart in the morning in the hotel. So you'd get up Amrit Vela so you can hear everything coming from the Golden Temple. And it was just beautiful. We'd just walk, because there was a new hotel open there, Jury's Inn or something like that, Radisson. And we just walk across the road. It's 5-10 minute walk. Walk there, spend all day there, and then come back at the end in the evening. And that's all we did for 10 days. Yeah. And that was...
And when you were there, so obviously there are different things, things at play here, and that's obviously a very spiritual angle. Was your binti, please can we have a baby, or is it more help us understand your hukam, whatever's going to happen is going to happen? What is it were you asking for it, or were you just asking to understand?
It was asking with our entire heart. We've been through all of this. Help us to have the one thing we really want to have. And it was just the constant thing. That was the whole thing, was I'm come to you with my head on my hand, and I'm asking you to help us on this one thing. I'm taking one step to you. Now can you give us what we're asking for? And the way that we heard the bath, and Mum was there as well towards the end of it. She came for the last 3 or 4 days. As we were leaving, she arrived. We and like we just went to listen to, we worked in the kitchens just like most of the day. And I know we probably shouldn't tell the story, because we're probably undoing all the same that we did for our soul, because it should be between us and the soul. But I think people need to understand the element of the spiritual side of this at the same time as well. That was a really big thing for us, that we were able to spend that time. There was no pressure, there was no fucking shopping. There was no going to somebody's other thing or this person's house. We went to, none of that. We saw your mama, Dip's mama, for half a day, and they were like, why are you not staying here? We're like, we just want to be there. And they're like, why are you not staying here? We just want to be there. And that was it. This is about us. It's not about you guys. And that was a really big deal for us. And something to me, it felt like it's our turn for a miracle. All you hear about when people go to Harmandir Sahib is they have their miracles, because they go with a complete open heart. And I just felt like it's time for us to have our miracle.
So those 10 days for you were transformation?
They were a big deal to us. They were massive to us. The hope and the love, and just when you walk around and the screens are up and you can read the translation and you can see what's going on and you can hear what kirtan it is. Hukamnamas and the kirtans, and what's that kirtan they do only in Harmandir Sahib at 5 p.m. in the evening. There's one particular one they do, and they sing it, and it's Aarti. They do the Aarti. And I really, really love hearing it, because I love reading what it's asking for, because the Aarti is a benti, and it's give me this many horses, give me this many cattle, give me this, and and I'm all yours. And I'm thinking and reading it, thinking this is just phenomenal. And I just love the purity and the bliss when you hear the Aarti. And to this day, when I hear Aarti, it takes me back to being back then.
Yeah,
and I only hear Aarti when I'm in Harmandir Sahib. I don't hear it any other time, only in Harmandir Sahib that I hear Aarti.
Or a side thing. If you've got Spotify, guys, Sartaj has a beautiful Aarti that my wife introduced me to, that we listen to now constantly.
Send me the link. That sounds amazing.
Send me the link as well, Karen.
I'll send it for you, no problem. That's fine.
And then, so when you listen to it, have the translation at the same time as well, Indy, because then you can then understand what it means, you connect with it more, and you understand why it's stunning. And I think they have it on, what's that Sikh program that Mom used to watch, that Sikh channel? They put it up on there as well.
It's on the Sikh channel. That Sikh program, the only Sikh channel available on the whole of Sky. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, no. Obviously, I don't watch it, do I?
There's a couple now. They're up, yeah.
So Aarti was a big thing. So that for us was a really big deal.
10 days of
and I just felt like
London.
Brilliant. Just brilliant.
Okay. So you've done that. You've been to India.
Yeah.
And then what happens after? So you come to England and then you go to Europe? Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Barcelona in April. We were in India in February. And went to Didn't we go and see a Baba in India as well?
Oh yeah, that was all fun, wasn't it?
Wow.
There was that when we went to India before as well.
Are you talking about the same one or a different one?
I don't remember which one we're talking about.
India was that part of India was phenomenal. The thing is about the Seva. I remember the Seva very specifically, and this is going to sound really weird, but I wanted my body to hurt after the Seva, because that's how I felt my body was gonna. That's the only way I thought I'd have done decent Seva.
Like you put a shift in. Yeah.
Basically, I wanted to feel I'd done manual work, and we did. So we spent one day in the kitchen just washing pots and pans at Harmandir Sahib, and my this is the last day. And so I don't know if you've ever been and seen how everything is washed. Everything. So you get the towel, it's dipped in, it's rinsed off. Then someone washes it, and someone washes it again. And I think someone washes it again before it's clean. And we're just constantly cleaning. And some guy was throwing towels back and saying, "Still not clean. It's still not clean. It's still not clean." And I was getting so angry because he just kept dumping them back. But it's
a test.
It was a test. And then in the morning, we went there really early one morning, and I said, I want to pick up
bulky.
I want to pick up the bulky in the morning.
What does that mean?
When they take it, the Guru Granth Sahib is put on. It's carried on. I don't know what the word is. It is bulky, isn't it?
It's like a palanquin. Carried on a palanquin.
Palanquin, yeah. You carry it on your shoulders, and it's and probably 20-30 men are carrying it across that walkway into Harmandir Sahib, and you can still feel. I had bruises on my shoulder. You can still feel how heavy it is. It's unbelievably heavy.
Men only. Women can't take part.
Yeah, it is men only. It's men only. And it was it was brilliant. It was really spiritual. And
so you carried it.
Guy.
Yeah, I did. I was there. I wanted to do it. And it was more or less the last night. It wasn't quite. And I said to Hops, I don't know where to go to do it, because usually your dad's there to show us what to do, but he wasn't there. And then I was sat there thinking,
so difficult. Yeah.
I was sat there thinking, what do I do this? And then this guy comes up to me, and this guy was deaf and mute, so he couldn't talk. And he made signals, and he goes, he started pointing that way, and I got the gist of what he was saying. And I was like, well, yes, I want to carry it. And he goes, well, go over there. And I went over there, and I got to do it. And then I looked around, and then the guy had vanished. He wasn't there anymore. Couldn't find him. I was like, that's got to be some sort of sign somewhere, right? And I'm not spiritual,
as you can tell from the reflexology earlier. But
and I'm not. But there was something in there, and there is a power over there, and it got through us. It got us through that tough time. And I think this is why we felt so much lightness when we went through this journey, this part of the journey. It felt much easier. So
we also been through it for 6 years by this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 years up to now.
Yeah, we've grown as people, and a couple at the same time as well. And we've been through everything. And this was, this was. I think there's an acceptance that this is just your life. Accept it or be damned. So so my body hurt that day, and it felt brilliant. Like you proper, just like you proper put a proper
no gym workout will come close to it, yeah.
No, I'm sure you could feel more sore by lifting very heavy weights. Didn't feel as good on the inside though.
Yeah.
Didn't feel as good on the inside. Then we left, came home, sorted our business out. And then we went back to Barcelona.